Hi guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is 𝗓𝗶𝗁 here today, and I decided that I am going to talk about popular Harry Potter ships and rate them and like say my opinion on why I give them that rating. As a lot of people know, I am in the Harry Potter fandom. Harry Potter has a lot of ships. A lot of good ships, a lot of bad ships, and a lot of okay ships. So we're gonna talk about those today, here, in my car. So first, we're gonna just go straight into it and start with Hinny, Ginny x Harry. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. I really like it. I think they balance each other out. Not to say that I don't prefer other ships, which is why it's a 9 out of 10. Because I don't think that Hinny is a bad ship. I think it's a good ship. And I don't want people to think I think it's a bad ship, because I don't. I think it's a good ship. I like it. I like them together. They're cute. They're a good couple. She's very headstrong. She's very brave. And I think that Harry needs someone like that because he's so awkward, which isn't a bad thing that he's awkward. It makes perfect sense considering like how he was raised. He needed someone like Ginny in his life to be with. Ship number 2, Romione. I'm gonna have to give Romione a 10 out of 10. I love this ship. If you like follow me on my TikTok, you will know that I actually headcanon Hermione as a lesbian. Yes, I do. Even if I headcanon her as a lesbian, that doesn't mean that I hate Romione or hate the ship or anything else. That's actually the only like male that I will ever say, oh yeah, that's a good ship with Hermione. Any other ship with Hermione with a male, I hate it. Like, I'm sorry if that offends anyone. Like, I'm not trying to be offensive if you like any of the ships that I'm about to continue on to. Like, I want to clear that up right now. I don't hate your ships. I just don't like them. Romione, it's good. They balance each other out. And honestly, I don't know who else I'd ship with Ron. So that's like where my issue is like, yes, I headcanon Hermione as a lesbian, but who else would I ship with Ron? Nobody. Nuna, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. Once again, this is one of those things where I headcanon Luna as a lesbian. I really like their friendship. I do. But I think that's all I like. It's weird because like a lot of my friends ship Neville and Luna, but like I just don't. I can't get behind it. It's not a bad ship. There's nothing bad to it other than the pure fact of I don't like it. And I don't have a reason to not like it other than the fact that I think that it would fuck up their friendship. That's why I'm gonna give it a solid 6 out of 10, because it's not horrible, so it doesn't deserve to be like under 5, but it's not good in my opinion. Dransy, Draco, and Pansy. I'm gonna have to give this ship a 3 out of 10. I don't like this ship, and I think it's for the pure fact of I find Draco and Pansy to be far too similar to enjoy the ship. I think that Draco and Pansy are too similar, for one, because Pansy is basically Draco as a girl, but with mommy issues. And also, I just think that they'd fight. They wouldn't bring out the good in each other in a relationship. They bring out the bad. If you ship any of the things that I give a low rating, that's fine. I don't want you to think that I hate your ship, or that I hate you for shipping that, because I don't. Bluna, Blaze, and Luna. I'm gonna give this a solid 1 out of 10. I'm so sorry, Bluna shippers. I'm so sorry. I know a lot of my mutuals ship this. Like, people that I talk to regularly, I feel really crappy saying that I give it a 1 out of 10, but I give it a 1 out of 10, and I am so sorry for that. As I said earlier, I headcanon Luna as a lesbian. So most ships with Luna and a man are just gonna be a low rating anyways, which like I know I kind of contradicted that with Romione, but like I said, I wouldn't have anyone else to ship Ron with. I could ship Blaze with Pansy more than I could with Luna, so that gives me reasoning there. Another reasoning is, canonically, Blaze tries to kill Hermione purely for the fact that she's a Muggle-born. That's the only line he says in all of the movies. I don't think that I could ship Luna with someone like that. I don't hate you if you ship this, but I just don't ship your ship, and I'm so sorry that I don't ship it. Next up, we're gonna get into Linny, Luna, and Ginny. I'm gonna have to give this a 10 out of 10. Is this because I kin Luna and I'm in love with Ginny?
Absolutely not. That has nothing to do with it.
I think it's a good ship. Luna and Ginny, they balance each other out. They would be perfect together. They would be perfect. This is the reason I have to give Hinny a 9, because I love Hinny, but Linny exists and I love it so much more. It's my comfort ship. It's sweet. It's soft. Like, I have so many Linny headcanons. Like, imagine Ginny being like, oh, Mom, I hope you don't mind, but I'm actually into girls and I'm dating Luna. And then Molly goes like, I have 2 daughters. That would be so cute. I love it more than Romione, but I'm gonna put them around the same wavelength because I love Romione as well. Harmione. I'm gonna give this a solid 4 out of 10. No hate to anyone who ships Harmione. I think that they would be a horrible couple. This would ruin the friendship. They have a wonderful friendship. It's like a brother and sister relationship in my eyes. So I feel like if they ever dated, it would ruin everything. Dramione. And I'm gonna start a war. 2 out of 10. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay? Oppressor. Oppressed. Draco. Hermione. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't hate you if you ship it. I would like to preface that very strongly. Drarry, 5 out of 10. I don't like it. I don't dislike it. Actually, I do dislike it, but like I also don't. I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't think I like it because there's so many other people that Harry could be better with. Pansmione. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 10. Fanon wise, I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10, but canon, 4 out of 10, because like Fanon Pansy and Canon Pansy are 2 completely different people. If we're talking canonically, definitely a 4 out of 10, because once again, oppressor, oppressed. It gets a higher rating than Dramione because it's not straight. But I still don't really like it that much unless it's like phonetically. Phonetically, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Lavmione. I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. I love this ship. I think it's really cute. I think it's really good. I think it's really cute because Lavender and Hermione actually share a dorm together, if you didn't know. I love this ship. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I could go to my grave saying, Lavmione writes. Rarry. I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. I don't have a reason to dislike it, but I do. I feel like my reason for disliking it actually is the fact that, once again, this is a situation in which I just think that they have a great friendship and they shouldn't ruin their friendship. There's no other reason to dislike it. And also, I ship Ron with Hermione more and I ship Harry with other people more. So, I don't really know the ship name behind this. I don't know. But it's Cedric and Harry. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I think it's cute, but I think it would only work if Cedric didn't die after the Battle of Hogwarts. But if it's anything before that, I don't think it would work. Because Cedric, 1, has no attraction to Harry, from like my perspective at least. And it just seems like Harry just, by awakening with Cedric. And 2, the age gap, it's not super bad. It's not super bad. But I feel like it would just work better when they were both adults. So that's my thought process on that. Cho and Harry. I think this is called Cherry. That's actually a cute ship name. I don't know if that's the wrong name for it though. I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. I feel like nobody ships this. If you do ship this, I'm so sorry. Obviously, it didn't last. I don't think that's a really good ship either. Sorry. Draco and Ron. I'm going to rate this a 0 out of 10. I don't like this ship. I will never like this ship. I don't like it phonetically. I don't like it canonically. I think it's a horrible ship. If you're watching this and you heard me make that joke that I was gonna make this a thing in entanglement, I know I said it very seriously, but I was joking. I only said that to one person, so that was one person in specific. I'm writing a fanfiction. They're not ending up together. I want to preface that as well. I don't like this ship. It's not my cup of tea. Cedric and Cho. I'm gonna rate this a 9 out of 10. I really like this ship. I don't see any downfall to this ship other than the fact that like Cho liked Harry, but that's not really that big of a deal. Fred and Angelina. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. I think that they balance each other out, and I think that Angelina was a really good person for Fred, and that Fred was a good person for Angelina. Once again, they just like balance each other out. There's no real reason to dislike it. I'm just not giving them a 10 out of 10 because I don't like it as much as Linny. Could there be someone better for Angelina? Probably. Nobody that I can think of in the Harry Potter franchise. Could there be someone better for Fred? Probably. Like, I wouldn't ship them with anyone else more than each other. I feel like there is someone better for both people. Regardless, I still love the ship. George and Lee. I love this ship. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. No, actually, I'm gonna give this ship a 10 out of 10. I think George and Lee balance each other out really, really well. Best ship ever in my little heart. George is he, they, and Lee is he, him, and they love each other. And that is the end of the story. And I love it. I love them. George and Lee writes, to be honest. I can't think of any more ships at this moment. I'm sorry that I can't think of any more, but I hope you guys enjoyed me writing popular Harry Potter ships. As always, happy birthday.